And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
I am back from the dead, rejuvenated.
Stronger, faster.
Last Monday I was hurting, but we are back live and new.
And new. Not live and old. We're not doing a cover like we talked about.
Yeah. I'm not going to do our first day over again, but, a little tighter.
Yeah, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. That's Big J. Oakerson. Mm-hmm. I'm Dan Soder, and this is The Bonfire.
Crackle.
Dude, yeah, you threw up after our last... We did a recorded show last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. The last Monday, a week ago. You thought you were just going to go home and go to sleep in your new sleep number bed, but you ended up booting.
Oh, man.
And pooping? Were you booting and pooping?
Shit.
Okay.
First.
Okay. Then the turnaround?
Then thorough wiping. I mean, again, this is always what bums me out, like the waste of this is because, pun intended, is a full wipe.
Okay.
I'm inside the hole, I get a knuckle or two deep. I go nutty with it. I go nutty with it.
And I just graze over the top like I'm spraying a field with pesticides.
You are not as insecure as I. That's a big insecurity thing. I know as a big guy, if anyone smells shit in the room, it's not me for sure.
Do you think they're gonna?
I have on cologne. I'm showered, and my asshole is 2 knuckles squeaky clean.
You're like that is a paranoia. I think at that point,
absolute paranoia.
That'd be fun if anyone in the room's ever like, "Hey, did you guys smell a fart?" Jay's like, "Well, certainly not me. It's certainly not me."
I'll tell you what I'll tell you. My wiping is so thorough that several times a week I have to actually put Aquaphor on my butthole because it is just raw.
I just imagine your doctor. You do it to the point where your doctor gets concerned.
But if a girl ever wants to lick my butthole, she knows. Go for it.
Yeah,
Have at it.
The last 2 minutes were basically a commercial for that.
And just so you ladies out there know, if you're ever in a town where Big J. Oakerson is and you lick my butthole,
you just QVC'd your butthole. You're like, I'm cleaning it. I'm cleaning it with all products that won't kill me.
For the next 10 minutes, we're taking callers. We can only take the next 10 minutes of callers if you go lick my butthole.
We still have clean butthole left. How is this still available?
Oh, my Lord.
It has not gone off. Well, now you're back from the dead. And you're back from Canada?
Oh, I didn't finish my thing. I did a big, thorough, crazy wiping.
Okay.
Then I was like, oh, you know what, man? I might as well try because my stomach is just raw. I might as well try to throw up. Violently threw up.
Wait, you chose to?
Yes, but I didn't eat anything that day either.
So you just wanted to do the most painful thing ever? Make yourself throw up air?
I was so nauseous. So
That is, I know.
I didn't fingers down the throat or anything. I've done that before drunk. But
you mental heaved.
But I meant, yes, you can do it, which is pretty crazy.
You know what I always think
because if I didn't choose to go over the toilet like that, I would have not thrown up. I would never just accidentally throw up.
The look of the water in the toilet, but there's always one thing that can make you mental heave.
Yeah.
Mine is KFC did a Snackers. Do you remember KFC Snackers?
Is that the thing with the 2 chicken breasts with the sandwich inside of it?
No. There were these small sandwiches that they sold for like 99 cents, and they came in like cheese and like another flavor.
Yeah.
And I got 4 of them before I went to work at the radio station where I lived in Tucson, and I have never had the worst case of food poisoning in my life.
Really?
Both ends. So now, whenever I was hungover or whenever I had to throw up, I would think of those cheese Snackers.
Yeah, I could.
Then I start mental heaving.
I could always go back to me and Carla went to Wendy's one time. This is by the way, if she's listening, she will also be dry heaving in the car.
She's just gonna stop.
I'm telling you, she's so easy. You know what I could say to her? What was just so funny to me, Carla? She gets this great just dry heave reflex that just kicks in a lot, and
like a cat.
I'm telling you, I just remind her. I go, hey, remember when Bear Grylls bit into that grub? Do you remember that? Do you ever see that video?
No.
Jacob, bring that up. Bear Grylls bites grub. It is one of the most wretched things in the world, but I mean, whatever.
So that was your trigger word for her?
No, for her, it can get her going. That doesn't get me. Here's what got me. We got Wendy's a while ago, and I broke down to get a chicken sandwich. Actually, it may not have happened I think I told her the story. I was like, I'm going to get a chicken sandwich. It's healthier in some way, right? Their fried chicken sandwich?
Yeah, I get the Asiago ranch chicken.
I think it was Asiago ranch chicken that came out. I think that one struck me as that's the way to play it if I'm going to go chicken sandwich.
That is the Lexus of chicken sandwiches.
When we went to go get our sleep number beds,
yes,
you got an Asiago chicken sandwich, and I didn't tell you the story on purpose then. And
they don't call me Asiago Dan on the streets for nothing.
And I think I told you that day, he goes, I'm not real big on chicken sandwiches very much.
Oh, so you were hiding it from me. You were hiding the secret. Are we off the air? Okay, because you guys are like, I feel like we're in the Apollo space station.
So I took a bite, and the first bite of it,
yeah,
and you pulled my mouth away from the sandwich. I mean, like 5 hairs, like guitar strings, just strung out, and it's one of those ones like when you let go of the food in your mouth,
yeah,
it like stayed chewed and like hung from the hair. It was vile.
Oh,
it was vile. But that's what I could think of to make myself dry. But honest to God, if I just kind of
so that's your thing to think of to trigger.
I think if I just let it go, I'd probably be an awesome bulimic. I think if I just go over a toilet and really just let it go, it'll happen.
I have to like focus on like the water. Like the water swishing around the toilet for some reason.
Yeah. But I also hate throwing up. Like I really hate, because I really get that, first of all, I make a hilarious noise. I really, if I had my wits about me that night, should have, recorded myself, voice recorder, because it really does, like, I get like I get a real high pitched, like, it's pretty queefy.
I think mine's more of like I just start saying a word and then it gets violent where I'm like, I don't know why you're doing that. It almost sounds like Hawk from Legion of Doom, where it's like, what a rush.
Just Paul Ellering, have I got some news for you.
We threw up like wrestling promos.
I was violently throwing up nothing. I mean, like, I guess stomach acid. And then while I was throwing up, of course, after that crazy, intense wiping process, shit my pants.
Oh, while you're throwing up?
While I was throwing up. And it's one of those when you're done throwing up, you go, oh, man.
That happened too.
You just knew it happened. And I was even thinking to myself, the layout of my bathroom, I was like, should I sit ass open in the tub?
Yeah, I was going to say you should.
But then I'm like, it's pretty gross to shit in the tub. You know what's grosser? Shitting in your pants.
Yeah, it is, because then you get baby butt where it gets on your butt cheek, and you got to clean off your butt cheek.
I know, that splatter. I said it looks like your shit jumped off a roof and landed on your ass.
Yeah, but then you like I
wear tight underwear too.
When I shit my pants at Bobby Kelly's house, and I took off my underwear, and it was just like a racquetball size shit in my pants. But then I was like, well, I was just walking around. It was so crusty. I had just a t-shirt on, and then just like my soft wiener, butt stain, just
poo bearing it.
Poop stain, yeah. Oh, well, this silly old bear. I look like I've shit myself again.
What appears Pooh Bear's had another accident.
He's been drinking.
If we're gonna start firing out shit and pants stories, I assume sitting in studio with us, he's definitely got something of shitting a pants story here.
He is. We call him Red Man's understudy. So when Red Man can't come, Mike Fenoya shows up.
Fenoya.
Good to be here, guys.
Thank you. I like you clap for yourself. That was awesome.
Sharing a wall with our bathroom, listening to you fucking spew.
Yeah.
So you were there.
I was there. Ari was on the couch.
Yeah. None of them, by the way, holding my hair, rubbing my back.
Oh, I'm in my room, like,
the way you're supposed to handle somebody.
And I'm just like, putting pillows over my head.
It really gets like a yak. It's really, I wish I could do the noise.
Have you ever tried to silently throw up? I did that one of the times I was visiting my grandma. She makes these egg sandwiches. She's in her upper 80s now. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the eggs aren't fully cooked.
It's a shell sandwich.
Jesus Christ.
So sometimes I just
by the way, another thing, getting an eggshell, like biting down an eggshell,
do it for you?
That'll make me, too.
See, that's not that bad for me. But my grandma...
Well, you have a grandmother who's retarded and doesn't know how to cook a fucking egg right.
She's not retarded.
You've been eating shells for years. Some people like black licorice, too. I find it wretched.
That's why Dan's so tall.
I'm sorry.
Full of calcium?
Shells give me strength.
Dan, do you want a hard-boiled egg? She just gives you a raw egg and you just love her, so you gotta eat. Your fucking lips are bleeding.
He's eating Easter candy shells, those plastic ones that you actually with fucking M&Ms.
You still actually see a baby chicken inside of it. You're like, oh god, I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Her diet has calcified my forehead, so I'm like a fucking ram. Just battering rams.
You're a fucking You have a stegosaurus-like bone growth coming out of your head?
That's my Danny. Give him eggs.
Strong four-headed Danny returns home to roost.
He could smash through anything.
Dan, I got you fighting another ram across town.
You got to fight Barbara's grandson.
Two boys running at each other.
It's an open field in Lake County.
That's how Colorado kids fight. Two-horn sheep style.
Two boars with a growing up period of just eating raw eggs.
I felt so bad listening to you puke and shit at the same. I've one night hammered. I puked and shit at the same time, and I had nothing else to puke into, so I was puking like east of my dick into my own
that's some
shit,
accuracy.
and it got everywhere. I ended up puking everywhere.
No, but what I was
brutal.
What I was saying earlier is just trying to silently throw up. So my grandma fed me 2 shell sandwiches, and I was driving down to the airport, and I stopped to get gas, and I was filling up my gas. I was like, "Yeah, those eggs definitely weren't cooked. I think they're coming back." And it's like a rural gas station, so it's all like these like manly dudes who are around like a quart of motor oil, and why don't you give me that filterless cigarettes? And then I go in the bathroom's right there, and I was like, "Is that your bathroom?" So I tried to hide it, like. It's like dumping eggs out of me. Or I turned on the sink like a chick peeing. I tried to silently throw up. I don't know if they heard me. But
if you just yell things, you could do like that. You go, son of a bitch, I'm tired.
Buy the stock. I'm on a phone call with my business people.
Christ, cigarettes are getting expensive.
Mommy. I just started bitching out.
The most silent I ever did puke was I was opening for Dave Attell, Mohegan Sun. This is back when he was still drinking.
So you're doing your 8 Mile. Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was. No, it wasn't that at all. It was after the shows. We go to the bar, and I said Attell's great because he's so generous and he knows what I like. Sort of. Yeah. He was always like a touch off. Okay. But that's just his own aloofness and
was this your shots of vodka and Bud Light days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
alcoholics never forget.
Yeah. So I
the son of a bartender.
And I would do chilled vodka.
Okay.
Because I don't want to taste it at all. Yeah. So I'm not good with booze.
Because you're a high school girl at a party.
Goddamn. By the way, me and Kurt Metzger realized this weekend.
Yeah. I have
total young girl taste in booze. It's my favorite.
I would have told you that the day I met you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
Fruity.
You know who oddly kind of does too? Metzger does.
And he said, yeah. So do I.
I've watched him.
I've realized all these years I'm trying to sit there like I'm a guy who wants to poetically choke down Jameson whenever he goes, it's hard. It's horrible.
You're wearing a Jägermeister shirt and you're drinking a green apple, Red's apple ale.
I remember.
This is delectable.
I remember being
Red's apple ale was delicious.
When I first moved to the city, I was at Stand Up New York waiting to do a check spot, and Metzger was on the show, and he walked in and ordered like a fuzzy nipple. It wasn't like a fuzzy nipple, but it was something
purple
like
Hooter. Can I get a purple Hooter?
It was something like that, like vodka with like a flavor thing. And I was like, what? I'm drinking like a Budweiser and a shot of Jameson. I'm like, oh, is Metzger just? And then he just took it. It was like, all right, I'm going to go on stage.
I go tequila, club soda, lime juice. Lot of lime juice. Yeah. That's how I say my order.
Yeah, Kurt parties with melon balls.
Yeah. Getting fucked up. Just listen to sad blues music while you're drinking fucking Bacardi rums.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just having
It's called a Miami Vice. It's 3-tiered berry icy with rum in it. I got the extra shot, though.
Jaeger and a little bit of Alizé.
What a great... Is there any skit ever been done like that? If not, it should be done. Listen up, writers, where someone just writing like one of the greats, like Hemingway's kind of just all salty sea dogs writing a story, but the next one they just have like one of those big crazy a
coconut with
orange, but it's like the big orange icy, but it's got two tube test tubes in it full of booze, like the extra shots.
Yeah, you never think of all like Hemingway taking a shot out of a tube.
Oh, it'd be fucking
it's like the
great,
deleted
man.
Scenes from Alaska, The Last Frontier. They're just like where they cut and they're like, oh, I got everybody Malibu Bay Breezes.
Just Morrison's ride the snake, and he's pounding pina coladas.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix has a specific margarita order.
Yeah,
guys, and again, love triple sec. I can't stress this enough. I'm gonna drop this acid, but before I do, I need to know you're gonna make the margarita the right way.
Gigi Allen would drink lychee martinis and then shit on the audience.
And then it'd be funnier if
I love lychee martinis.
like the Backstreet Boys are just drinking fucking Jameson just on the rocks.
Oh yeah,
just
dude,
going
going hardcore. By the way, I bet they were. They were just going crazy with
Did
it.
you guys know J.C. Chaussee was booting heroin?
Yeah, just inhaling cigars. When I was with Attell,
Yeah.
and at this point I'm just doing the look cool with him, which is, by the way, the same thing I will drink now. Is pretty much like chilled shots of vodka with a beer chaser right away, immediately. And I said, I'm actually, some of the nerves I'm having in my life now is I'm doing a little bit better with, like, taking the shot, saying a sentence and then taking the beer, which is no good.
Then you do that, but that's almost like throw up talk, because you get to that. That's like the first stage of throw up talk, because when you take that shot and you go like, so what do you got going on?
So yeah. By the way, I do actually have to go give a couple of like air burps to like clear ooh.
Yeah, blowing out bull steam out of your nose.
Dude, I think I've said this before, but I one time took a shot at Playwrights across the street from Caroline's.
Yeah.
I did a shot with Michael Che. We did a shot of Jameson when I was still drinking. I took the shot, immediately walked downstairs, threw it up, walked back upstairs and ordered another shot. And then took it and just gutted it.
I've thrown up a shot while still taking the same shot.
Jesus. I've done some wretched things in Playwrights bathrooms.
You're saying that
I'm with Attell.
Yeah.
I'm still drinking. He knows what I like, but sort of. So the things like, we'd go on the road and he would come back with out with three or four packs of cigarettes for me. And I'd smoke like ultralight hundreds, and he gets me like.
Do you run a nail salon?
They were out of Salem's and Misty's.
Yeah. Okay. Are you Aaron Brockovich?
They didn't have my Misty's.
Yeah. I like Salem Lights.
By the way, those are some of the funniest smoking cigarette stories ever. Is when you're in a pinch and all you can have is someone let you borrow one of their those thinnies.
Dude,
I've smoked those thin cigarettes in embarrassing my times. Let me get through to the Attell things. I think we're going to get too far away from it, and then let's get by far into smoking girl cigarettes. He knows I drank like shots of vodka was my drink. I didn't do Jaeger with him.
Yeah.
And so, but it's chilled vodka. It's always got to be chilled. And I've made that a thing before, but I know why would he remember that? So I come out of the bathroom, taking like a piss, and I walk out, and he's got his back to me, sort of. He goes, oh, that's you right there. And he got me a shot. I go, cool. Not even thinking. Threw it in my mouth. Expecting chilled vodka.
Nope.
Then it was like just piss warm. And I just, because of that, I block my throat. And then you well it up in your mouth completely. And you get everything. But you're like, I got to, and I swallowed it down. And almost as quick as it hit my stomach, I just puked right on the bar.
Oh.
But Dave's had his back to me. And he didn't know. So I went right into the bathroom, because I wasn't even drunk or anything. It was just a total, like the taste made me throw up.
And the temperature.
And I was like, oh, Jesus, man, I'm like an asshole when I go out. And I just go out there, and the poor bartender is just ragging it up. And Attell just never looked back. He never saw. He never knew what happened
Did you
at all.
tip that bartender?
No, probably not, man. I was so broke. I know.
Okay.
But he's like, I was with Attell.
So he
and Attell probably gave him $60 for the 4 shots.
Yeah, he bought him a Geo.
I saw him do the coolest thing in the world one time at Stand Up New York.
I've learned from him too. By the way, I'm very generous when I go on the road with staffs and stuff, because I watched him do that. And it goes, that is they are working for you, man.
I watched Attell sign out for spot money one time and just give it to the bartender.
Yeah, that's what he generally tends to do. If I order food there, it
was weekday, by the way. It was weekend.
If I order food there, what I just do is I pay full price, but they have your money, so I give the staff the other half at least.
So young comics, if you're listening to this, tip the waitstaffs at the club.
I've called you from the road and been like, how much do I tip them? What do you think's a good number? Just because I learned from
I do know from being years of broke and still trying to do that on the road, it's you do try to go, it's try to order from one person on the staff as much as possible. You know what I mean? So
you want to put all your money, invest in a person. You want to take them, because things I figure the tip is should be 20 on the night, you know what I mean? Yeah,
at least, and I don't run them around crazy either, but I give $20 at the end of the night, and it's I will end up giving $20 to all 3 people who came in at this point now, and you're just kind of can you guys stop mixing it up?
Where's Adam? Adam was here Thursday, and he said he was working Saturday.
Yeah, that's cool, I'm here. You want me to get you something to drink? I go, I don't. Get the fuck out of here.
I gotta learn your name, and it's so hard, because I want to get high and drink coffee, but then also do comedy. The thing on the road that sucks the most about waitstaffs is when you don't sell tickets, and they send them home.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to call my last tour that the Dan Soder Apologizes to Waitresses tour, because it's like the late show, and you're like, oh, so Emily, you're going home. End of the month too. Probably really needed that money.
Yeah, I call those girls. You're really funny though. That's the last thing they say when they walk out.
Yeah,
you're really funny though. You're really funny though, because I always end up going Especially that's the funniest one too when they're like which I think is great, by the way. I know you've had this too. When the staff comes back on their night off to watch you,
yeah,
they want to just watch. That's awesome, and I have that happen. Awesome. I have that happen a decent amount, but it is funny when it's like you offer things like, "Well, you going to stay and watch the second show at least?" Which obviously they just want to leave because they're done working.
Yeah,
and I get it if they already saw the first show too, and it's like. I'm like, oh, do you want to stick around and watch the second show since they cut you from work? And they're like, no, I gotta go. But you're really funny though.
You're really funny though. Yeah. What do you guys? Oh, well, have a good night. At least, hey, you got some time to yourself. And like, hey, see ya.
Bye.
Next time.
You're really funny though.
Well,
I always just go, you're working the rest of the weekend, right? Too. It's like, no, this is my only night. This is my one shot to make money.
I got my kid the rest of the weekend, and he's pretty hungry.
She's like, he gets back from autism camp this week, so
they said that if I had another $150, they probably could fix him. They said something about fixing him, but I guess
new experimental techniques that have pretty high success rate. But I can't afford it.
This is the only weekend, but I guess
Does anybody have any gas I could siphon to get home?
Looks like you're growing naturally as an artist, and that's what's most important. Bye.
My son's
really funny though.
Enjoy your dreams.
My son's 15 and he writes in crayon, but that's cool.
That's funny.
That's totally cool.
Most people around me are dead, so I can't really rely on anybody. But
well, his father left. Really couldn't handle the stress of all the work it is.
Well, my son has violent temper tantrums.
It's okay. I should probably go home. I heard he's already 3 night terrors in tonight.
Yeah, but hey, good luck with the late show.
I hope these 60 people who showed up are good tippers for the girls in the front of the room. Really funny though.
Really enjoy your
But you're really funny though.
Yeah, so if you're a waiter or a waitress at a comedy club,
our apologies.
And Jay and I work there, just know we're going in feeling guilt.
I know. I keep saying I'm going to bring bags of candy like Attell does, but then I forget to bring bags of candy.
I got to start doing something like that.
Something. I used to just give them all my merch because I didn't want to travel home with any of it, and I sold none. I'm like, hey, you guys want to split these 60 DVDs or CDs? That's fine.
I don't know. Cool. Maybe you guys want to watch me on your nights off.
I was working a room and the feature brought donut. He brought a dozen donuts, but he ended up eating like 7 and a half.
While they were getting sat, he just was eating them. He's like, oh, well, I'm sorry.
He put them down and gave him like 90 seconds. And he's like, well, I'll start. And just started just pounding them.
Oh, Jesus.
It was great.
What?
7 donuts.
I bet in the 80s it was like cocaine. You just like went around handing out like little like 20s or like teeners.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go. Who wants to do some blow?
You guys want to bump?
You guys want to do some dog piling later? You guys want to get naked and dog pile up?
Here's a story. He goes, oh, so-and-so came to town, man. Woof. I always feel like I let clubs down for that regard, too.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, man, blah, blah, blah came to town. We were at a strip club. Then we killed a hooker.
Yeah.
We fucking, they go through a crazy night, and you're like, what do you want to do after the show, man? You're just like,
I got my Xbox.
He goes, do you guys have salad here that I can take home?
Swing by Whole Foods?
and a bunless burger. Can I make you can I order off the menu annoyingly? And then can one of you guys take me home as quick as I want to be taken back?
Like basically after I shake the last person's hand.
Yeah. I'm going to take pictures and things, and then I kind of want to be totally alone watching weird movies in my hotel.
Well,
oh man, but my cousin owns a bar, man. The bar
it's right next door, and you
drink for free.
You have 2 shots of Jameson, they just give you a pack of Camel Lights in a box. You're like, oh god damn it, that's my.
Can you guys come back to my room for a bit? Minimal smoke. But here's the thing: can you come back to my room and then not stay for 5 hours?
I don't want to order a movie with you. Comedy on State in Madison, Wisconsin, which I'm working this May.
Nice.
Has one of those vibes where they're like, oh, you got to drink with the staff. And I'm like, I should, but I have a problem. And I just feel bad for being a better version of me.
You want your staff raped and killed?
No. I'm like, well, do you guys want to... Oh, so basically, if I came off the wagon, all of you would fall in love with me because I'm the most fun drunk in the world.
You just never leave.
And then I feel like I just disappoint them.
Depends on the place, though, man. I'm telling you.
And I'm leave. I'm like, sorry, guys.
This club in... Depends on the situation sometimes, man. The club in, was it Wilmington, North Carolina? The Dead Crow.
Yeah.
Did you do it yet?
No, I haven't, but I want to do it.
It's small. It's very small.
Yeah, it's great.
It's fucking fantastic, though. They fill it. It's owned by a guy who's a comic also.
That's good.
He treats you right. Hotel's right across the street.
That's even better.
Also, I do this also in Toledo Funny Bone, Ohio Funny Bone, too, because same thing. Hotel's right across the street, literally across the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I will hang with the staff then if they're cool. I'll hang out, smoke cigarettes with them, smoke some weed, do some shots and stuff because I'm not driving anywhere,
Yeah.
So do that and hang out with them in those situations. But when it's like you're relying on someone to take you back to a place, you're like, I just want to kind of go back.
Yeah,
It just takes me right out of the mix of wanting to like hang out. Where it's like, there's a chance that you're going to get so annoying that I'm going to have to go. How do you get a cab from here? What do you blah blah blah?
Especially if it's a 2-show night, because then you're just like, I want to go home. Here's where I feel bad. I'm gonna be at this club this weekend in Kirkland, Washington at Laughs.
So don't try to hang out with Dan Soder.
Just don't even look me in the face. You look down, you say good show, and you walk outside. No, but I was there when I drank. I headlined, like, that was like one of the clubs I headlined when I drank, and I would go so hard both nights. They're like, this guy's great. Oh, he's hanging out doing shots of Jameson. And now I go back, and it's like I've had a brain injury, and they don't know how to talk to me. They're like, hi, Dan. I'm like, yeah, I probably just want to go get high and watch wrestling. And they're like,
you walk in with your glasses and a crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
The quiet part of the bar.
And they're just like, remember when
they look at you different.
No, the staff's great.
No,
but there is that like yearning.
Do we have to be weird around
Are you?
now?
Yeah, and you're like, no, I'm fine. And they're like,
hey, where are you guys going? And they're like, me and the other staff's gonna go out and play
Wendy's.
Cards. Yeah, they're
I love
afraid to drink
Wendy's.
that. Can I come to Wendy's? Nah, you don't want to go to this Wendy's. We're all gonna get fucked up there.
Let's take a break real quick, right, Jacob? Is that why the nervous energy?
Do we
was
have to talk
bubbling up?
about Jacob so quick? Do we have another second? Are we good at all?
I don't know. I just felt the nervous energy.
No, I like Jacob's nerves. He's just sick. He's dying over there.
Yeah, patient zero. You're bringing in. What are you bringing in? How sick are you? Don't talk.
Oh my God! No! Don't talk right into the microphone.
Yell at the microphone.
Yell that way. It feels flu-like.
Ah, shit! Oh, you son of a bitch!
Fucking Zika virus. So,
What day is this?
One.
Are you shitting?
This is day one.
No, I don't know. I haven't had the flu in 20 fucking.
Put him in the fucking
I
bathroom.
think maybe it's just a cold.
Don't go from flu to cold. You can't go from flu down to cold.
I think it's.
Are you the outbreak monkey?
No.
Are you gonna spit in Jay's mouth and he's gonna die of a horrible?
During the break, can you raw dog everybody on the staff here?
Yeah, but just
Start with Merkface.
No.
He's got it coming.
All the dirt he's done overseas.
Raw dog everybody on this.
All right, let's go find some surgical masks. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
Hey, campers. We're all Judd Apatow fans out there, aren't we? I hope so. I just got to work with this guy recently, and he is nothing short of brilliant. And he brings an unflinching, hilarious, and excruciatingly honest take on modern relationships to Netflix in the new original series, Love. Laugh, cry, and cringe along with good-natured Gus, played by Paul Rust, and rebellious Mickey, played by Community's Jillian Jacobs, as they navigate the exhilarations and humiliations of intimacy, commitment, and other things they were hoping to avoid. Having recently ended their respective dysfunctional relationships, Gus and Mickey meet each other by chance at a convenience store and force a connection in the mending of their broken hearts and egos. Enamored but hesitant, Gus makes valiant strides to try and win the girl, but Mickey remains guarded, keeping Gus at arm's length. Well, I feel like I just described the whole series to you. So either watch it, or listen to this. What seems like an elaborate game of emotional ping pong ultimately draws them even closer together as they decide to embrace their imperfections in their version of Love. All episodes now streaming only on Netflix, and Bruce Willis is, in fact, dead.
And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, it's Mindless Mondays with Mindless Self-Indulgence. The only band I've ever seen live. Every time they get booed off stage, they're so awesome and funny, and it's just like a ridiculous whole thing.
I was trying to ask this. They're trying to be bad?
No, they believe in this for sure.
It sounds like the music that would be playing in the kids' house when I'd go buy weed from them in middle school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where I'd be kind of freaked out by it. Where I'd be like,
it's sort of great.
Nah, kind of afraid of it more than
Just
anything.
four pale dudes playing Bond.
What's up, bro?
There's a girl
this
in the
is
band.
Twig. This over there, that's Chad, and that over there is Rock. But you're cool.
Don't you want to have turn it up, Lou? Don't you want to have a Blade vampire fight to this?
Regretful sex has been had to this music.
Oh my God! I need heroin to come down.
Oh, I'm gonna die. You were talking about. We were talking about how when you come back. A better version of yourself on the road to comedy clubs. Sometimes they're bummed out. One of my favorite stories ever is
talking about club looking at you different, right?
Yeah, club looking at you different. One of my favorite stories ever is when Wayne, our friend, got you booked at Stanford.
Well, he didn't get me booked.
Well, you were booked at Stanford.
I was on Stanford & Sons in Kansas City. And I wanted Dave Smith, our friend Dave Smith, to open for me.
Yes, the very funny Dave Smith, part of Legion of Skanks.
Yeah, my management at the time was like, no, this guy doesn't let anybody bring features at all. And I'm like, why you ask him? Like, I get along good with the owner of this club. He's a buddy, sort of. So I'm like, ask him. Maybe he will. I said, he'll share a room with me. He'll take whatever the pay, the blah, blah, blah is. But if they go, no, we're not asking, man. It's like really staunch. We're not into that. And this is like managers I had before.
Yes.
Not my managers anymore. But I was like,
this was about 5 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, 5 or 6
years.
More.
More than that even. It was, actually, I'll tell you what, it was the Super Bowl weekend of Steelers,
Cardinals?
Cardinals, yeah.
It's 2009? 2008?
2008. There you have
So
it.
like
8
7
years ago,
years
yeah.
ago.
So 7 years ago, yeah. So, I'm like, I want Dave to come with us. So like, it's my manager won't do it. They won't even ask. So Wayne calls me one day, and Wayne's so great, such a great like
the Winston the Wolf of the comedy world.
Yeah, just an assertive guy.
And by fix things, he actually just makes them worse most of the time.
Sometimes
he fixes them. No, he fixes the thing most times.
Yeah, most of it. But he's also
Sometimes.
good. He's also good for
it can go haywire.
A Band-Aid in the moment that seems a great fix and then goes haywire.
Okay.
But still one of the best stories of all time.
It's one of my favorite stories.
And this is like, Wayne's the best.
Yeah.
And I mean that, like, not even sarcastically.
No, I know.
He's just the best. So he's like, Wayne calls me. I go, hey, Wayne, you're good on the phone. Could you call and say you're my assistant or something, make something up?
Yeah.
We're just trying to see
Personal advisor.
if Jay can bring a person along with them, stay in the room and whatever. He goes, I'll see what I can do. I go, we'll just get him the local feature money and he could, stay in the room with me and whatever. And I always want the host. There was already a feature booked. I don't want anybody to lose work. And they go, it's because you even getting the host the show. It's just because I have a buddy out there. It's a long trip. It's one of those like Wednesday to Sunday things.
Was it out there in that mall in the middle of?
Yeah. But you're really surrounded by nothing when you're there.
It's a lonely week.
You can go to Target, Starbucks, or go to
Chick-fil-A.
We can go to Dave & Buster's again.
All day, every day. Rack up tickets.
I went past Chick-fil-A, went right to Panda Express.
That's where we differ, my friend. That's where we differ.
That's where we probably should differ. You shouldn't go to Panda Express. 3 days in a row for lunch, and knowing the order goes, hey, you walk in there, goes, Doris, you know my order.
Hey, why don't you start throwing that orange chicken in that styrofoam the way I like it?
So, so Wayne goes, all right, I'll try. So Wayne calls back in 5 minutes. And he goes, hey, all right, good news. I got Dave in there as feature act now, not just hosting. He's going to make good money.
Yeah.
But he is rooming with you. I go, what? Really, dude? No shit. Yeah, absolutely. I got to take care of it. I go, Wayne, you're the best, dude. You're so cool. I knew all these guys to do was ask. No big deal. Kurt Metzger was out there the week before me.
Yeah.
Before I was going out there. And Kurt comes back and he sees me during the week and he goes, hey, what's going on with you and Kansas City? He goes, they just seem like they're really weird out there. And I go, are they really? I go, oh, no, maybe I should have had Wayne call because maybe they are kind of being like, Jay strong-armed us into bringing a feature act or something.
Bullied us into bringing his buddy.
And he's like, no, they seem like they're worried. I go, worried? He goes, they seem like they're scared about you coming in. I go, what? He goes, yeah, the staff, and I love the staff. I mean, you've gotten along wonderfully there historically. And they're like, yeah, they're really worried about you. I don't know, it just seemed weird. If there's nothing, I guess. I go, yeah, it's probably because I'm bringing Dave and they're mad that I'm was like, I want to bring a feature, and maybe they bumped a feature off.
Yeah, that's probably it. A local guy that they like a lot.
Maybe, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
And you're wondering, and especially because of a move like that, you're just doing it for your mental sanity. To have a buddy out there for a long weekend with nothing to do.
I'm going to play video games.
Yeah, and just hang out.
Me and Dave will play Madden in their hotel room the whole
Which is also, by the way, one of the best ways to hang with a buddy.
Yes!
Just be in the middle of Kansas. And be like, want to get another game?
There's nothing else to do. You'll play 7 games in a row.
Oh, you start taking bets. It gets so much fun. But without that, the way I did it, you're just going to Dave & Buster's looking like a pedophile that just moved to Kansas City.
Yeah. You look like a goddamn lunatic walking around, getting
just nailing skee ball by myself, just practicing my technique to bounce off the barrier.
Looking around with your arms spread wide, like no one saw that. It was like 350s in a row.
I am such a fun guy. How am I alone? How am I alone?
The bullseye's harder than the corner ones.
I'm strong too. I'm super strong. I can lift that child above my head. They're like, why
just grabbing other people's kids?
Look at how strong I am.
I just want to show my
buddy Tinder. Like a buddy Tinder would be cool. Like you just go.
No, not for that trip. I want to picture Dan covered in fucking Dave & Buster tickets, trying to buy a fucking invisible
with the bear.
pen.
Just won himself.
Dude, I won 3 big stuffed animals off the big claw machine there.
Really?
In a row.
No shit.
By yourself?
I dialed 3 in a row.
And
I was just in the zone.
You were 3-0 in an air hockey tournament.
Dude, I will post the picture. I will post the picture of me with the animals. I won.
I want that.
3 big stuffed animals.
Send it to Christine. She'll put that up. That is great.
And that was the Dave and Buster's in Kansas City.
Christine's actually not in today. She's out sick. I think she's back on the junk.
Oh no! Oh no!
For being honest, I think she's back on the.
We slipped her up?
Yeah, she's dancing with the brown wolf right now.
I heard. Lewis said a skank tweeted him that she was spotted up around 2:15 in Broadway.
Booting hard.
Yeah.
Baby, if you're out there, stop squeegeeing windows and get home.
And Christine, hello, it's Dan from the Bonfire. We need you to do our social media. So if you could stop itching your blood.
If you could please stop itching your blood.
So
I go out there.
Yeah.
The week after the Kansas City, and I'm a little like, oh no, is this going to be a thing? Like, what's happening here? And the guy who picks me up, I'm like, oh, this is my buddy Dana. Dana's the guy who drives for the club.
Yeah.
Dana's my boy. Dana's a big corn-fed white boy from Kansas City. This is my experience with Dana. For him to be, as he was, acting weird towards me.
Yeah.
Standoffish, nervous around me.
Really?
Weird.
And you knew this guy?
Knew him. Here's how I know him. First night he picked me up from the airport. It was I got it a night early.
He ate my
fuck on a
balls.
biblical level. All holes, sodomy, mouth stuff, Sodom, Gomorrah, Adam, Eve, whoever else fucked in that book.
A letter to the Corinthians.
Philippians 3.
So he picks you up, and it's different. He's treating you like a fucking.
It's weird, but
a grizzly bear.
But our history.
Yeah.
The first night he ever picked me up, I got in a night early.
Okay.
So I had no show. He goes, "You want to run by the club to do like an open mic if you just want to like hang out and like you know bullshit?" I was like, "Sure." I go, "You know, is there any way we can get weed at all?" This guy took me to not Kansas City, to Missouri side.
Yeah.
We pick up his friend, but I was saying this was kind of weird too. Dana is the guy.
Yeah.
And we picked up his skinny, black, terrifying friend, Stacy.
Oh, what a good
guy,
twosome.
yeah. Stacy and Dana know each other because they used to park cars at a dealership.
They used to be women together.
And he goes, Stacy has weed always. So Stacy gets in the car. We're in the car with Stacy for a weird amount of time, and Stacy is really telling us a story of them murdering someone the night before. Pretty sure the guy's dead. They say this is like a real like thuggy. This is the guy who's scary.
But by the way, that's hilarious though. Like on paper, if you're like, here's what happened. I landed in Kansas City, met up with my friends Dana and Stacy. They got me some weed, told me some tales, and then in reality, it's 2 terrifying men in the middle of the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing a lot of those alluding. And by the way, maybe he was just fucking with me, but it was a lot of that alluding. There was some talk about the teardrop tattoo thing. He didn't have one.
Yeah.
I was like, isn't that?
Did he say he needs to get one?
I said, isn't that because you killed someone and pray? Like, we were just talking about that as just an idea, though.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I go, doesn't that mean you killed someone? The teardrop tattoo? And he was like, well, I mean, I ain't got no teardrop tattoo, like that kind of shit. Like, all right, dude.
Okay.
So then we go to this weird wooded area.
Oh, this just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, really.
Oh, yeah. Stacy gets out of the car.
And but by the way, this is the first time you went there, not now.
First time ever.
Yeah, this isn't now when you've shown up.
Yeah,
and he's
this is
treating you.
my 4th time I'm seeing him.
This is
time.
so out of your character.
No, going out there when this Dave thing happens. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right. So this is your first time when you're in the woods with Stacy and Dana.
Yeah.
But the
Stacey
scary
and Dana were in
kind
the
of
woods.
Stacy and Dana.
Yeah, not Stacy. Yeah, this sounds like a beginning of a Friday the 13th. We're all going to get killed in our sleeping bags since we got a fuck sesh.
Yeah.
No, not that.
No.
Stacy gets out of the car, he goes, how much weed you looking for? And I was like, oh, man. I was like, I got like $20. I just didn't know what to do. I'm like, I got like $20. He goes, cool. And he pulled his hat down over his face and took a gun out and ran into the woods and came back 20 minutes later. I don't know what, I have no idea what he did.
So you guys were just standing out there looking at a dark forest?
What? Yes.
While a guy just disappeared?
I was in my phone texting people.
Like he was going...
I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, man. But this is like, maybe this was a bad idea. But Dana's wearing a suit. And we're in like a town car, so this is all weird.
This is like a Mad Lib story.
But I just love the thought of just him being like, okay, you want 20? Yeah, okay. He just goes and just runs into the forest.
No shit.
Holding a handgun over his
Comes
head.
back 20 minutes, and he gives me the weed, I give him the money, and he goes, cool, man, now, he goes, I think I'm gonna come out to your Saturday show, man, Saturday late shows, look
Better
for
bring
me.
that funny.
No
or
shit.
else I'm going to be chasing you through these woods with this handgun.
I'm just saying, you might be next, fat boy.
There's someone out there that's $20 less weed and dead. Hi, I'm Stacy.
I'm Stacy.
That's fucking
Remember me?
crazy.
Put me on the list.
Yeah.
I put him on the guest list as Stacy. I didn't know his last name at all, thank God. But anyway,
So now you show up and Dana's treating you completely different.
Let's not even get that far ahead. I'm giving you me and Dana's relationship.
Oh, this is...
As Dana has to drive me to the radio one day.
Yeah.
As we're going back to the hotel from the radio, he goes, do you mind if I stop by my, he goes, I gotta grab something or give my kids something for a second.
Yeah.
As we're driving there, he feels close enough to me that we've already shared this terrifying experience.
Yeah, you guys stood out in the lifeless woods for 20 minutes.
Dana wasn't even sort of worried, by the way.
Dana was like, he does this?
Yes.
Well, Stacey robbed Predator for his
sort of his thing.
Yeah, hey, don't worry, he'll be back. He always comes back.
He loves the woods. He had it in his pocket the whole time.
It just gets weird.
And I turn on my phone. He goes, don't put on your phone light.
Hey, turn on. Hey, do you hear leaves crunching? Yeah, it's probably Stacey out there. Where does he go? God only knows.
He goes, let's ask him. He rolls the window and he goes,
oh, he's 2 clicks. He's 2 clicks southwest.
So, we're going back from the radio. He goes, do you mind if I stop by? I got to give my kid something, whatever it is.
I got to kill my kid.
No, he goes, and as we're getting closer, like on the street, he goes, yeah, he goes, my kid's freaking out because I'm going with my fucking ex-wife's cocksucker new husband, this volunteer firefighter motherfucker. He goes, I'm gonna go knock his fucking teeth out. He's there right now. I think he's yelling at my. So he brought me to a domestic.
You're all like, hey, real quick though, I gotta go do the Rodney and the Jim Jam show.
Skeeter in the pub.
I gotta go over.
Sorry, Scooter and the Duke is missing me.
I gotta go over to Lightning and the Kid. Could you not beat up a dude before we do this? It's still kind of early in the morning, and I gotta be zany for fucking 30 minutes to get.
Can I take the car while you beat
the Scrappy Club Morning Wacky Zoo on 104.
And now, why do they call you Big J? Why do they call you Big J? You're like, I watched a man get beaten half to death.
We're coming back from fucking Johnny Dare, who I'll never understand. Johnny Dare's a Kansas City guy who's never really quite taken to me.
Yeah.
He's another one of those guys who wants you to do fucking bits when you come on the air, like Bob and Tom. No bits when I go on the air.
Oh, you fucking
He wants you to do
assholes.
bits, and then he goes this to me. This is what he says to me. By the way, he goes, hey, you going to go check out On Air? He goes, you going to go check out, the raceway that's right outside your hotel? He goes, you going to go check out Jackal's playing tonight? I went, no. And he goes, why not? I go, I mean, I'm not going to go see. If I was at a place and Jackal was playing, maybe I'd check out Jackal. I go, I'm not going to go see Jackal. He goes, what's wrong with Jackal?
I don't know.
And then the guy goes,
most of their fan base is retired substitute teachers.
This was on the air. The owner goes, it's like his best friend, And I go, all right, man, but that doesn't make him not Jack. I go, what do you want me to say? I go, you asked me that question like he goes, hey, you gonna go see fucking? It would have made more sense if you gonna go see Bon Jovi. I think it's like fucking Jackal.
His legal last name is Jackal. His name's Johnny Jackal. You might want to bring it up. You're kind of bumming him out right now.
You're really upset that he legally changed his name to Jackal.
You gonna go see Jackal tonight? I don't know. I'd rather suck my own dick in a lava tub. He said, what?
So we're coming back from that, and he brings me down to a domestic fight.
Oh, so this is after radio.
After radio.
So you just got to do it.
Yeah, so that's me and Dana's history. That's our background. We go, and every time I come to and by the way, he'd come up early. He goes, hey, if I come early to pick you up to take you to the show, pack him in your room, smoke. He smoked in my room.
Can I hide a body in your fucking closet?
Now, dude, I go, Dana, what's up, buddy? And like I gave him almost like the handshake hug, and he was like weird about that with the whole thing. He was really not talking. He goes, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Stacy's there, just flashing his gun the whole time. Hey Jay, that's far enough. That's far enough.
I go, so we get in the car finally, and I just go, Dana, why are you being so quiet for me? I go, why is everyone? So Kurt Metzger told me that the staff's kind of weird. What's going on?
And Dave's in the car with you, right?
Dave's in the car with me.
Okay.
I go, what's going on here? He goes, you know what? I'm happy you bring it up, man. He's like, can I speak freely about what I go, yeah, what's going on? This makes no sense to me. And he goes, I guess like your manager called. And he's talking about Wayne.
Yeah.
Because your manager called and said like, I'm sorry. This really is the most ridiculous thing. This is so funny. He said, like, that I'm all fucked up and, like, coming off drugs. And I'm all just mentally screwy or something. And, like, I need Dave there, like, to, like, monitor me, or else I'm, like, gonna, like...
He's the Jay Whisperer?
Or else I'm gonna, like, swallow my tongue in my sleep.
They made him into the Jay Whisperer. That's how Wayne sold your
Dave. They need a handler. And they sent a guy who's fucking 110 pounds of stick and bone to control this fucking monster. Like, we just said, like Dave's got, like, a thing around my neck and a pole, and I'm, like, going for the crowd.
Now stand back, folks. He can do crowd work as fast as anybody else, but he can also eat you alive.
He's got an uncanny wit and a taste for blood.
Those fingerless mitts are for your protection, so he can't get to you and grab onto your head and squash you like a grape. Behold!
Putting on the Ritz.
From the city of Philadelphia, the Big J. Oakerson.
Dave's in a,
Who's this Asian girl in the front row?
Pick her up and fall in love with her.
Black.
Yes, that's it. Yell things out at him. He'll take them and turn them into jokes.
Dave's got a.
What do you still live in your mom's basement?
I just imagine Dave's got a red bow tie and a white shirt on, just all cut.
Fucking
Dude, that is, by the way, great way to sell a club on that you have to have a feature. Genius.
Dude, and by the way,
Genius
that's
move on
why he
Wayne's
called
part.
back and it was in 5 minutes ago. Deal. We don't want him here freaking out and losing his
I
mind.
just love that phone call. Wayne's like, hey, how you doing, Wayne? Real quick, let me just run through what's going on. Jay is melting down. So, you want to get this horse to run to the finish line, I'm going to need to bring in Dave Smith.
He's coming off a pretty tasty smack habit.
Yeah. Here's the thing. He gets the shakes. Dave's going to have his pill bag with him. If Jay starts freaking out, Dave's going to have to stick his hand in his mouth, putting one of his pills at the back of his tongue.
Dave's got the St. Bernard barrel.
Yeah. Drink out of it, Jay. Drink. Jay's like,
I think Dave's got to come in and give me a pill with a giant glove on one arm, like a falconer.
watch out, he's dangerous. I like the thought of someone coming by your room and him opening the door with the glove on. Yeah. Jay's in there. He's pretty sedated.
He goes, sorry, he goes, yeah. No, you can probably tell by those chew marks. He's he's tucking himself out. Big guy tucking himself out. Everything's fine. Showtime? Is it showtime?
I mean, I think I have a slight break in my wrist, but nothing I can't work through the weekend. We got about an hour till showtime, so I'm going to let him just rest.
I'm going to go cry in the tub.
Once you start getting them going, it is like stopping a boulder going down a hill.
Oh, dude, and then what the funny thing was, then they did treat Dave like shit because then they realized that it was all a ruse, so we felt bad. But I couldn't let the whole club go that whole weekend thinking that I was
crazy.
Yeah, and by the way, the feature that got moved to host really, made a nice point to fucking bring it up every 8 seconds.
Yeah.
But like trying to be funny, he was like trying to be like, he's like, he goes, that story's so crazy, huh? And you're like, all right, dude, I get it. Your butt hurt. Sorry.
It'd be crazy, It'd be like crazy if they just like switched it back to the way it was. And then
well, if you have a choice to bring your friend or use a local guy anyway, you're going to bring a local, I mean, look, now that through time of, that time I wasn't touring a ton. Now I've toured enough now that I know local guys and places sometimes that I'll use too.
Yeah.
So like, if I can't bring somebody, I'll use like Ramone Rivas.
That's what I just emailed my agent today to get Ramone while I'm in Hilarities in Cleveland.
Yeah, Ramone's here now. Yeah, but he's great. Like,
yeah.
Ramone's like a good like feature actor.
Yeah, but you get to know guys. Yeah. Like in Austin, there's Danny Palumbo. There's like guys that I like working with.
I bring Mikey Fenoich.
Yeah. We didn't even, do you realize we're halfway through the show? We haven't even talked about the Oscars.
One thing, but man, these were.
Do we have to take a break, Jacob? Oh, by the way, I got a
Why, Jacob? Do you want to sneeze in all of our mouths or something, you piece of shit?
Zika virus.
Dude, I got such a cold. Ben and I were in the bathroom together, and he was just like, he definitely listens to the show. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, really?
That was I've listened to everything you've said hello.
Why?
Because it was I was like, hey, what's up, man?
Are they here yet?
And he's like, hey. I'm like, oh, is it when we broke down that video of you two working out and doing porn exercises? And we admitted that we all kind of jerked off to that video? Okay, cool. Sorry, bad.
He's like, and if you look, trying to look at her ass and hips as they thrust forward in this video, and really trying to pay attention to her shoulder alignment.
It's pretty good.
And it opens you up.
All right, Jacob, we'll take one of your damn breaks so the campers can hear us fuck up a live read.
I'll see your break.
We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire. Maybe you've considered Sleep Number bed but thought you couldn't afford one. But can you not really afford another restless night's sleep? ? We just got a Sleep Number bed, and we can't believe how great we sleep. Like, seriously. I know that's in the read, but it's true. And there's more great news.
True.
It is. How great do you sleep in that bed?
So good. Let me tell you something. I was away. If we can make a real
let's get real
commercial here. I was away in a hotel this whole week. It was the first time I've really been away, like overnight, away from the bed.
Yeah.
And when I came home, I could not wait. It was a nice hotel, really nice bed, but when I got home, I couldn't wait to get in that 0G.
Yeah.
I love watching TV in that 0G thing.
If you don't have a Sleep Number bed, there's great news. Right now, during the Ultimate Sleep Number event, you could save 50% on an limited edition bed. My sleep number setting is 50, and Jay's is 75.
Boom!
I know it. You're my boo. The sleep number bed lets you choose your sleep, your ideal comfort on each side. So it's the perfect bed for couples like you and Christine. You guys can choose it. And when you add Sleep IQ technology, you can track and optimize for your best possible sleep. Whether it's adjusting your sleep number setting or making different lifestyle choices, you'll know it's working because Sleep Number IQ can prove it. My sleep setting is in the works. And what about yours? Are you still working on
in the
it?
works.
Yeah.
It's in the work. We're going to do it, though.
Yes, absolutely we are.
I tell you, me and you have the same thing. We want to find out what horrible things we do in our sleep, and that's what's going to tell us.
Yeah, we're scared, but it's going to help us sleep better. And
I don't like my bed knowing so much about me.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think I'm willing to take that jump. And you only find Sleep Number at Sleep Number stores. So come in during their Sleep Number Ultimate Sleep Number event, where you can save 50% on a limited edition bed. Plus, all beds are on sale, including the Queen C2 mattresses, now only $599.99. No better sleep with Sleep Number. Find your Sleep Number setting today at any of the 475 Sleep Number stores nationwide.
It's so good, by the way.
Yeah.
You'll probably throw in the extra penny. Sleep Number's confident.
You'll
You'll
go
give
up
that
to
extra penny.
Yeah, you'll go
make
up
it
to
an even
600.
$600.
Easily. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com, and then make sure you tell them the Bonfire sent you.
Hey, this is Mark Norman. You're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder. Enjoy it. Their careers won't last.
So your slap dancing's great.
When I'm not in the band, I actually manage a Circle K down over by the 10. I work night shift, so you come in, man, I'll get you like a free Kit Kat or some shit. You guys got any like fucking smokes I can bum? I'll take a Virginia Slim.
We went to see MSI last night, and we went ham.
Oh, dude, I went fucking nuts, bro. And then my stepdad was there, and he was all like fucking trying to give me shit, so I stabbed him in the throat with a fucking screwdriver. I said, dude, get the fuck out of my face, bro. I know you're dating my mom, but you gonna fucking disrespect me, bro? It's the Bonfire.
I'm gonna smoke a Misty.
I'm gonna smoke one of my mom's Misties, and you ain't gonna say shit about it. All right, Clyde? You're not gonna say shit about it. I fucking make my own money. I'm fucking dope. I'm a fucking dope ass MC. You don't even know me. You don't even know what I do in my room.
Oh man, when I was in Vancouver just last weekend, I met a super man. Even the drunks are so nice out there. Everyone's so nice. But I met a guy. He was so nice I couldn't get mad at him. He goes, I was like, hey, he's like, what brings you into town, eh? I was like,
yeah.
I said the comedy festival. He goes, that's so cool. He goes, I go, what brought you to town? He goes, hip hop. It's hard to take seriously, but he meant it.
Wheels of steel. Oh yeah, bud. We're gonna go ones and twos.
Oh yeah, laying down heavy strucks.
Hot bars, mostly. I'm here for the hot bars.
Drop a beat. Drop a beat. You think I won't do it?
Vancouver's like a city that it's like a trick city. Like they trick you into moving there because everything's awesome. And then I feel like
gazillion dollars.
I'm dying to go there. I've never been there. I'm dying to go there. I haven't been there yet.
Most naturally beautiful women I've seen. They just like walk around with white face.
When I look at Mike Fenoya, of all the stories he has in life, one of them I'm surprised he's never been to Vancouver. It sounds like he just like grabbed an acoustic guitar and a boombox and listened to Gordon Lightfoot on a mountaintop.
Yeah.
Her name was Anne, and I'll be damned if I recall her face.
You've been sneaking around my back.
Yeah,
put on Gordon Lightfoot
that he enjoys
Carefree Highway and tell me he doesn't think Mike just should have wrote it.
Oh, God, I love that.
I just imagine
I'm a big Lightfoot guy.
Mike enjoying coffee that's made by campfire only. Actually, you got to heat the water yourself. Something about a campfire water heats it up a little bit different.
It's in a tin mug.
Yeah. Nothing like watching the sun come up over a
collapsible tin mug that fits in my hat.
Her name was Anne, and I'll be damned if I recall her face.
I lost my wife to cancer about 10 years ago. I've kind of changed the way I've lived my life, but
I can't stop these things. These goddamn cigarettes.
Something about waking up with the dew settling on the pines makes me want to smoke a cigarette and have my coffee, my campfire coffee.
Take a shit on a lot.
It looks like a copy of the CD would be in the top pocket of Mike's button-down shirts.
Oh yeah,
it's my tape. Remember
hey, you mind if you listen to this?
Remember we were backstage at we were in the green room at the Punchline, Jay. Remember, and we're talking, and all of a sudden I just put on Lightfoot, and like in the middle of a conversation, you're like, "Oh, so we're doing this now? That's fucking great."
If
I loved it.
There's never a bad time for Lightfoot. Gordon Lightfoot's hits album is called Gord's Gold.
Of course it is, because he's so good he could name it that.
He was a panner.
Was he?
Of course he was. If you could read my... Look at that dude. Have you ever actually seen what Gordo looks like?
No.
Oh, yeah, I have.
What a tale. He kind of looks like me.
70s Soder.
Dude, am I Dan Lightfoot? I got some royalties to cash in.
That's your dad.
That's your mom's her deathbed confession to you?
My mom's like, Dan, I have to tell you something. What is it, Mom?
Gordon Lightfoot.
Gary wasn't your father. Gordon Lightfoot was.
I was on mescaline at Red Rocks.
By the way,
singing to me.
Banged me up by the second tier.
I would always say
I let him finish inside me.
I would always say there's a chance if you grow up in a mountainy place like Denver, there's a chance Gordon Lightfoot's your father.
Oh, you mean Johnny Appleseed not blowing backs out after he melts all those hearts?
30-some years ago? Oh, Gord might have gone there and just fucking popped one on your mom.
I don't imagine.
I saw Trish. I see him leaving it in.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely think that as their bodies were cooling off of sweat, he threw in a handful of trail mix.
Oh.
He took a big bite of venison jerky.
Yeah, he goes, well, of course I'm going to call you when I come back through. But
I didn't hold him.
you said you're on birth control.
Dan, I didn't want to tie him down. I didn't want to stifle his career, but look, we didn't. It was a mistake. It was an accident. You know, we used condoms, but Gord's big hog just blasted right through it.
You get your penis from your real father.
His sunshine load burned right through the front.
It's almost like his earthy cum cut right through that latex condom, knowing it wasn't natural.
You find out Gary was an awesome dude who just took care of Gordon Lightfoot's kid.
He's just such a big Gordon Lightfoot fan.
Maybe Gary, he's a Gordon Lightfoot drum tech.
Yeah.
He actually was crew. I didn't fuck
Gary was his guitar tech. His most loyal servant. Much like a sire.
It's amazing. So, dude, some of that in-fucking backstage and stuff is crazy. I told you that story with that... It's could all be hearsay, by the way, but like Queensryche's, like we met the lead singer from Queensryche's daughter.
Yeah.
And she is a mess.
Okay.
We were on one of those cruise
It'd be
ships.
great if she was just well put together. She's actually
she is my pediatrician.
random thing here. She's a tennis champion from Colombia.
Highly accredited scientist.
She's a podiatrist and a scientist, both at the same time. Where she gets the time, I don't know. And her father was also the lead member and founder of Queensryche.
Does philanthropy work?
Most sick kids in the summer, cold kids in the winter.
She was marching around on this cruise ship.
Yeah, stomping around.
Middle of the night with a kid on a leash.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
A baby.
That's a next generation thing.
The baby was literally like at one point me and Dave Smith were like, should we call? Is there like like a Coast Guard like Child Protective Services or something?
Amber alert on a boat.
We need the baby with the leash.
Dude,
Was it like a neck leash or like a monkey backpack kind of thing?
Like a monkey backpack thing. No, it was like a kid's leash. Yeah. No, I think it was on his arm or something. But here's the thing. In the middle, she's like holding like daiquiris and shit, and like the kid's just like grabbing handfuls of it and like sucking his hand. I mean, he's a baby.
Yeah, and she's like, he likes to party.
And she really does talk like that. She is a goof.
If she listens, please call in.
But this is the drama that surrounds a girl. And you could talk to her. By the way, she's one of those girls, she talked the whole show. Now, I'm fine, I'll go with her. So I went at her and made her a whole thing. And then afterwards, I swear to you, run this by Dave Smith to see how he'll tell you the same thing. She thought I should be thanking her.
Yeah, she thought she added to the show.
But she was not kidding. Or even when I explained to her she didn't get it, she goes, no. She goes, that show was so much better because I'm like, listen, I have the ability to work off that, and that's fine. I go, I'm telling you, like, the crowd didn't want, they hated you.
That's always
they really think you're a bad person.
It's always weird how you think about like perspective like that. Like she really thought that she was contributing to the show, and a real reason. It's kind of like how you look at we were talking about this outside, but perspective on the Oscars last night. You didn't watch them. I watched them. Fenoya, did you watch them?
Yeah, I watched as much as I could, which I watched all of Chris Rock.
Which was, that's why I watched.
And then I put on the Rolling Stones and had it on in the background.
And then started booting heroin.
Let me finish this drama thing before.
Oh, yeah, with Queensryche.
Goes in. Yeah, so she's got this baby on the thing. What we find out is in the version of Queensryche or whatever it is, maybe not Queensryche, I think it was actually like Jeff Tate, I think his name. It's his band.
Yeah.
He does like a solo thing. She was at one point dating his guitarist.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't. She started dating a guitarist.
Okay.
And so he hires the guy. He's like, "Well, you're my daughter's, boyfriend for I guess."
If you can jam in her, you can jam with me.
I guess like semi long term. It was like, yeah. He goes, you know what? You'll be in my band. So he's the guitar player. When you get a guitar player, now the guitar player has to be given a guitar tech.
Yeah.
She starts fucking the guitar tech. Of
course she does.
She's married to the guitar player. She starts fucking the guitar tech.
Well, the guitar tech is tuning her up for the husband.
Guitar tech gets...
He's the on-deck circle.
Yeah, he's just like, I banged her right. There you go, buddy. She's probably playing in A flat, but
I gave her 17 pumps. I know it's the exact widening you like to go in with.
You might want to hit her with a drop D.
Those strings are jammable.
Oh, check out the action on this clip.
I put a capo on her fucking little guy.
Wawa's hooked up. Her butt's going to play different noises.
You know what? I threw an extra pickup for the solo. That's who gets her pregnant.
The guitar tech.
Yes.
Nice.
She divorces.
He's got more love for the game.
She divorces the guitar player.
Yeah.
Marries the guitar tech.
Okay.
This girl, by the way, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you, was 24, maybe.
Well, she's living like she's in the Victorian age.
Yeah. No,
she was promised from a prince from Portugal who died in a war.
So she, so then, but then he goes, well, now the guitar tech also plays guitar. He goes, well, now you're my son-in-law, so you're in the band, but the other guy never did anything wrong, so he was like, well, I can't fire that guy for just like, my daughter being a piece of shit to him.
Not dicking well enough.
So every night when he did a solo, I think it was a solo band, he was flanked by the guy his daughter fucked over, and then the guy who helped her fuck the guy over. Like, that's fucking crazy.
That's
wow.
And then Silent Lucidity comes on, and no one gives a shit. Silent next to you.
They could all be sucking each other off during this, and I'd love it.
Help me.
So, what'd you think of Chris Rock? Do you think he did a great job or what?
I mean, yeah, I thought he was great. I saw him work it out at the Cellar. And I thought it was
did
like,
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him do it a couple times. It was fucking, he went and put added some punchlines, added some tags, but he was fucking great. It was weird watching the reaction of everybody, because I watched it and I was like, that was a good set.
Right.
I was like, that was a good set. And then I go on Twitter and half the people are like, amazing. Like, a lot of comics were like, he killed, he fucking did great. And then I saw like other people that were like, no, that just wasn't cool. Or people were doing like we get it. And you're like, yeah, but I don't think you do. The reason he kept bringing up the black stuff was because it is such a big deal. And it was hilarious that he kept going back. And that's kind of like those things where I love when a joke starts to piss people off, where like they keep tagging on it, where they're like, okay. And you're like, no, not okay. Just keep going, because there's more funny stuff in there. He's just cleaning it all out.
And you can't help but laugh at how funny it was.
The Stacey Dash shit was hilarious.
I gotta see what's up about that.
Killers.
And then whatchamacallit, I know that someone tweeted at me yesterday that Sarah Silverman bombed.
Sarah didn't bomb.
And then I looked up the clip of it, and I was like, I thought she did really good, actually. It was really funny.
By the way, she followed the Stacey Dash thing. And that was the only way you could follow something like that, was having someone hilarious.
I gotta see what happens.
So Stacey Dash went on Fox News and said that they shouldn't have Black History Month. She said that she basically went against everything. Like a lot of
most black people are saying.
Yeah, like a lot of black people I know were upset at Stacey Dash.
Well, she's the black chick from Clueless.
Yeah, so you know where her
we saw that kind of coming.
You know where her loyalties lie.
She comes from Negro money.
But they're saying, so Rock was doing this bit about improving the Academy Awards for black people.
Oh, black man in a tuxedo.
To introduce the new director of our Minority Outreach Program. Please welcome Miss Stacey Dash.
I cannot wait to help my people out. Happy Black History Month.
Smattering of applause. Now, this is what sucks. Whoever put that up, you're watching it USA Today, they edited the video. Because he said that name, and when you're watching the live broadcast, there was a collective like, well, she ain't going to come out. Right. And then she walked out, and no one clapped. Everyone was like, what the fuck?
Did she say she wasn't going?
No, she didn't do any of that. They just were like, she wouldn't show up to make fun of herself like that. And then she just showed up.
And
they did the joke.
Just baffled.
Everyone was like, "What?" Everyone that I saw from watching it in the room, me and Vecchione were watching it. Not only that, but people on Twitter and all that stuff.
Somebody should have known better to like tell her to. You should know it should be longer. You have to like ease into the punch of that.
Yeah, they should have given her
having her come out to say one line.
She said two lines, and they could have
not really anything.
But it was still great. They got her to do that whole bit, and then it went into Sarah
It did bomb. It sounds like that bombed.
Yeah, it didn't get like a react. It was funny, but it didn't get a reaction because I think people were so surprised Stacey Dash showed up. She
didn't say she wasn't going. To the Oscars, right?
No.
I guess we're all wondering why Stacey Dash at the Oscars.
Yeah, that's probably the bigger surprise. The Jada Pinkett Smith joke was great.
Incredible.
About her not coming to the Oscars. Do you have that one?
Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
Because we talked about that.
What happened this year? What happened? People went mad. You know, Spike got mad, and Sharpton got mad, and Jada went mad, and Will went mad. Everybody went mad. You know, it's quite like Jada got mad. Jada says she's not coming. protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
Good joke.
Ah, Sophia.
Sofia Vergara. She's my number one too. I mean,
I love her so
she's got
much.
huge boobs.
Not an invitation I would turn down.
See what I mean? It was like a set like that. It was a great set.
There's a good one about like how everybody's so worried about it now, and they weren't worried about it in the past because they had more important shit to worry about.
Yeah, that was the biggest joke of the night.
Yeah, it's like when your grandmother's hanging from a tree, like no one's really worried about like best documentary.
Yeah, best international foreign documentary. It came out. It made me remember what Rock was like the first time he hosted the Oscars, MTV Movie Awards, when he would just kill.
He did a
one of my favorite jokes of all time that I found out, it was a tag Nick DiPaolo wrote, was when Good Charlotte played at the MTV Music Awards, and he came out and he goes, Good Charlotte or a mediocre Green Day? And it fucking pissed off Good Charlotte, but I found out DiPaolo wrote that, it was like was writing for him on that staff. That's what I love.
One of the best bumpers I ever heard written, and Kurt, they didn't put it on the air, but it was supposed to be like the Video Game Awards, and Def Leppard was playing, and Kurt wrote the bumper, like getting ready to go to commercial. It was like, what has 5 heads, 10 legs, and 9 arms? Find out right after the break.
That's great. That's a great bumper. It's so crazy because I wrote for.
They were like, no, you can't do that.
There's so many great jokes. Like Rich Voss wrote for Rock this year. Michelle Wolf, Langston Kerman, Nimesh Patel. There's a bunch of people, comics from New York, that wrote for Rock. But it's crazy to think how many great jokes you don't even realize never even kind of made the cut.
Absolutely.
I wrote
all the ones I wrote.
Yeah.
For nobody.
For nobody.
In my own head.
You're just penning them on a bus like Eminem and 8 Mile. It's the second 8 Mile reference
You
today.
love it. You watched it this weekend.
I did. It was on Stars.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you fucking watch the, did you knock one out to the having sex in the scene?
Yes.
Which do you like better? Do you like better when she's getting plowed in the control room?
Yes.
Or do you like when Eminem plows her?
Eminem plow is, here's the difference. Eminem plow is a romantic plow. So you kind of feel your heart feels it more.
You know, I'm very into the.
I know which one you like. I can answer that.
It's a cuckold situation.
Yes.
You find out your white girl's getting plowed out by some black D in a studio somewhere.
That is classic. That is like the dough to make a J pie. If you just started off like, all right, we got a good. He's watching from another room, and she's begging a black guy. This is going to turn into a good little J souffle.
And there's several black guys in the room,
and it's going to be great. But I thought. The Oscar winners were great. Spotlight winning for Best Motion Picture. Leo.
Spotlight won the Best Picture?
Yeah, Spotlight won Best Picture.
Leo
it was a good movie. It was great. Leo.
Was The Room awesome? Did you see The Room?
I didn't see The Room. I haven't watched it yet, but Mad Max won like fucking
tons of shit.
It was great.
Did it really?
Yeah, they were cleaning the house.
Yeah.
What did they win? Like special effects.
5 Oscars. Yeah, but it was like everything for costumes and special effects, and I think cinematography.
Yeah, won like 5 straight.
Yeah,
back to back to back. Yeah,
I loved it.
I mean, Revenant.
I watched Room yesterday. Actually, I was like, I got to watch some of these.
Well, then
Room was cool, and she won Best Actress.
She won Best Actress, and then Revenant won Best Director, and then Leo won. What I was amazed about Leo winning, and I said this to you when we were outside smoking, he is still likable after being on paper, he is the Duke of actors. Where like I hate Duke basketball because they're all like good looking.
That's a perfect analogy.
They're all like good looking white dudes who look like they call their dad regularly. And that just upsets me watching at home. I like a UNC, never met their dad.
They have first names like Garrett.
You want a Bill Lambier, not a Christian Leitner.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, and I feel like Leo is that kind of guy where he's just had everything. He was in Titanic. He was also in Growing Pains. Just everything goes back.
He stole from Maggie Seaver, man.
Everything has worked for Leo. And then it's amazed that I was watching the Oscars and he won and I was like, yeah!
Yeah.
I was pumped for
I like him.
I don't like him. You don't steal from Maggie Seaver.
Oh, you know what?
You do not.
That's that Philadelphia loyalty you have.
No, you do not steal
Not
from
from
Maggie. Not from the Seavers. They were a great family.
You know what he could have done?
They let your son live above the garage when he was of age. Come on.
Mr. Seaver.
Boom Berkowitz up there.
Yeah, Mr. Seaver could have taken you in his home office and worked on your kinks on the brain, Leo.
I love that Alan Thicke plays a fucking therapist and like what a discombobulated life that guy says. Like 12 wives.
Really? I didn't even know that.
That guy's a baller.
Really? Bring
Alan
up some
Thicke?
Alan Thicke.
I wish he was my dad.
That's why Robin Thicke's such a hunk of garbage.
But he's successful.
Yeah, I know, but he brings his fucking side chicks to like award shows also. It's like that kind of shit.
Man, that'd be great to find out Mr. Seaver was just like an arrogant asshole.
Alan Thicke.
They had to spice up Growing Pains, so they added like a good-looking piece of street trash. Like Leo, he just shows.
Well, that's the thing about like
a weird angle to take.
Leo fucking nailed it though, because he did like Growing Pains. So you'd think your career would be over after that.
Yeah.
Then he does Basketball Diaries. Was that before Titanic? That was before Titanic,
yes,
right?
That was before Titanic.
Way before, I think.
Yeah, no, he had a couple other things as like a kid. I mean, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I mean, all jokes aside, when I fell in love with him as like an actor, I was like, holy shit, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I mean, he tarred it out hard.
I mean, he went full, that's what they say in Tropic Thunder, full retard.
I mean, I believe, he went.
The
oh
laugh.
my god! Yeah. Dude, he was just whacking his own nose like.
And when he did the
Mama, wake up!
Yeah,
Mama, wake up!
I'm having a birthday party and I'm not invited. You're like, Jesus, this guy is going full
tard.
Yeah,
he went big for it.
Absolutely
climbing
slaughtered in The Departed too.
Well, that was 15 years later.
I know. I'm just saying he kept it up.
What an uncle opinion you just came in with.
He kept it up.
You know what else I liked him in was that Shutter Island. You ever watch that? Scared your aunt half to death. Anyways, give me a burger.
He played a real convincing PI.
It was pretty good. I like him. No, but The Departed's great.
Wasted on you kids.
No.
Departed is great. No, we're going back to his kids stuff.
But I'm talking about for like the longevity of his career. Like it's just like you said, for him to be so great and to keep it up. It's phenomenal.
For the shits and giggles. If everybody wants to watch, I believe
Catch Me If You Can was awesome.
It's an episode of American Dad, but they have squirrels. Like the B story of the whole thing is squirrels living the Gilbert Grape thing. There's like there's the Arnie squirrel and then the Gilbert squirrel, and they have and their mom's just like this big gigantic like huge squirrel. You've seen it before?
I've seen that one.
It's fucking hilarious.
You got to find that because What's Eating Gilbert Grape is one of my favorite movies for a long time.
Yeah, me too. So you should watch. We should watch it right now on air if we could find it. What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Yeah, here we got it. Yeah, we got it.
Arnie, stop chewing on the line. Hi! Hi, Gilbert!
Gilbert, I told you, your brother can't keep biting through utility lines.
He won't, Jerry. I promise. Arnie, stop playing with the curtain.
Don't you yell at him, Gilbert! He's your brother! You have to take care of your brother.
Yeah, Gilbert, you have to take care of your brother.
Oh my God. This is perfect.
Arnie, come bring your mama one of them brownies.
I'm coming, Mama.
Oh, Arnie, you're my knight in shimmering armor.
Mama! There's a storm coming, Mama. Ooh, scary. Scary storms up there, Mama.
They have to do the sad part. It's great.
Mama, you're hiding from me, huh? Mama's hiding from Arnie. I know that. Mama? Mama?
Oh, they even did the false.
Mama?
He's whacking his own head.
Oh my God, they're dead! Oh, dude,
It's okay, Arnie. I would have taken a crane to get her out. And this way, she won't be a joke. The doctor said it would be a miracle if Arnie lived past 1.5 years. Well, he just turned 2. Mama's gone, and so is the treehouse. But we can go anywhere. Come on, Gilbert!
I just love, for some reason, they just fucking redid Gilbert Grape with squirrels.
Yeah.
This is the B story.
Go anywhere.
That's amazing. How have I never seen that? I thought I saw every American Dad. That's fucking perfect.
Oh, what do you say? Let's take our last break.
Jacob.
And then we got 2 subjects that I want to talk about.
Patient zero. Do we have to take our break right? We should take a break right now? Okay.
Yeah.
It's the Bonfire.
That's it right there.
Hey.
That's exactly what you're talking about.
It's me, Jay, campers.
Asian businessman Escalator fall.
Maybe you've considered Sleep Number beds, but thought you couldn't afford one. Just like me. But can you really afford another restless night's sleep? We just got a Sleep Number bed, Dan and I.
Oh, it's great.
And I mean, it is just such a Slow, easy, long, restful nights.
Just nuzzling that shoulder right into that mattress.
I can't believe how great we sleep.
It's amazing.
Guess what, Dan?
What?
There's more great news. Right now, during the Ultimate Sleep Number event,
okay,
you, your friends, anybody can save 50% on a limited edition bed.
What?
My Sleep Number 75.
Mine's 50.
I know. I come and watch you sleep at night sometimes.
That's why I sleep better, because you're watching over me.
The Sleep Number bed lets you choose your ideal comfort on each side, so it's the perfect bed for couples.
Mm-hmm.
When you add Sleep IQ technology, you can track and optimize for your best possible sleep. Whether it's adjusting your Sleep Number setting or making different lifestyle choices. Maybe you should get up earlier. Maybe you should go to bed earlier. You'll know what's working because Sleep IQ can prove it. My Sleep Number setting is yet to be determined.
And mine will be determined in the near future as well.
Because I fear technology.
The robots are taking our thoughts.
I believe if I find my Sleep IQ, it's one step closer to the machines rising. You only find Sleep Numbers at a Sleep Number store. Come in during their Ultimate Sleep Number event, where you can save 50% on a limited edition bed. Plus, all beds are on sale, including the Queen C2, which we gave it a whirl. We gave it a whirl at the store. The C2 mattresses are now only $599.99. No better sleep with Sleep Number. Find your Sleep Number setting today at any of the 475 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com. And be sure to tell them Bonfire sent you.
And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, boy. It is Mindless Mondays with Mindless Self-Indulgence here on the Bonfire. I'm Big J. Oakerson. That handsome devil's Dan Soder. Mike Fenoya hanging out with us.
Yeah.
The whole crew is here. This band, I love them. You know why I love them?
Why?
It makes me feel like I could be in a band.
Yeah.
I like it, and I'm like, I could do this probably.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, slam dancing, because I'm really good at it. But
I played at your skills. I would never put on music where you couldn't do your moves.
I appreciate it. I know I have to get my moves.
If I'm showing you new music, I'm like, well, I'm going to make sure it's something that Dan can.
Yeah, this is right in his wheel.
Just splay it out for me.
This is right in his wheelhouse. It does sound like music of like your girlfriend's brother's band.
And it pumped us all up because we came in here all a little distraught. I think we have a radio enemy. I think it's official, right?
I mean, I think he is the first person in the building to hate us.
I feel he cold-shouldered Merkface, gave him a real like, howdy, friend, and he gave him like a whatever.
I'll say this: if Merkface was drowning and he reached his hand out, Ben slapped it away.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Especially
when I walked
in that life vest.
I walked by Debbie D, and she gave me a sweet hello through the window.
I think we're cool with her.
She likes us. He doesn't like us, but he won't say it.
Not at all. But I respect it.
Can we have one of our callers call their show and ask if they like them? They're just going to say yes. They're going to say yes. Do they have to?
I don't know.
I would say if I didn't like somebody in the house. Do you? Would that be bad if I said I didn't like somebody else?
No.
I don't know how I feel about Liquid Todd, the way he beat up on my friend fucking Affluenza over here.
I'll tell you this right now. Jacob might be sick. He might be close to death.
Yeah.
He's still a human being.
Yeah, fuck that. But I don't want you talking shit about my friend World War Z right to his face.
Yeah, all right. If Jacob's turning into the undead, then we're going to let him turn into the undead, and then just like Shaun of the Dead, we're going to have him chained in an outhouse that we can come visit him.
You're like that guy that got buried too early and or buried too late in Pet Sematary.
That's what I was just going to say.
When he came back.
Or I was going to say the friend in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, you're just gnawing over there on Fenoya's arm, but hey.
Yeah, you're a friend, though, Jacob.
You're getting those YouTube clips up still. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
We were talking about outside how hilarious drunk Japanese businessmen are.
Well, I happened upon last night just out front of my house. I got home from the airport late.
Yeah.
Went outside, smoked a cigarette. Saw there's a Japanese place across the street from my house.
Okay.
Restaurant. And you could see it was definitely, they were trying to get rid of an unruly guy. Yeah. It's just I swear to you, all older drunk or all older Asian dudes get drunk exactly like Mr. Miyagi did. Yeah, just singing some song. Good
this guy better have a dead wife and he better be falling asleep.
By the way, we should find out, Jacob, if I just nailed that drunken Mr. Miyagi song.
Can I tell you this right now? Hold on. You did.
I think so, right?
No, I stood here and I was like,
video.
Good eye, good
Mr. Miyagi, what are you doing? Mr. Miyagi, you're drunk. You should get out of this robe.
Miss Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi, you look
You're
cold.
pretty okay,
Anniversary.
Oh, take off this robe, Mr. Miyagi. You're all bunched up.
Missing my wife.
Hey, let me put you to bed.
Hey,
Take off these tight...
You ever had a New Jersey hello? Let me show you a nice New Jersey.
Is this we got it?
E-I-O.
American born Miyagi.
Oh, no,
That's not the song. Jacob, I'm going to put a lit cigarette out on you.
You think you're sick now?
Yeah. Here it is.
Drink.
I went to a magic shop in Vancouver this week run by a drunk Asian guy who was just like... By the way, I bought 3 tricks from him. I bought the cigarette through the card.
What?
I bought the crazy hanky.
Okay.
I picture the guy in Pee-wee showing Jay things. And he's just like,
Basically, yeah.
No.
Oh, by the way, he did. He got us with the old the squeeze the
gum.
ketchup, the fake ketchup that shoots out.
Oh, wow.
I didn't buy that one though. I bought the cigarette through the card. I bought wacky hanky.
Okay.
And I bought there's
Trick
one
gum?
more. There's one more I got. No, I didn't get pranks. I got tricks.
All right.
Asshole.
Remember
what am I? Some class clown?
Yeah, you really
I'm a
can't-
magician.
Remember the kid in Saratoga did a card trick that got us. Remember he ended up having the card. He puked up the card.
Dude, some kid.
It was crazy.
I mean, 12-year-old kid stops on the street in the middle of this lily white town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an page 3 of LL Bean's Spring.
He's out front of a store, a hat store, a haberdasher,
Yes.
where the cheapest thing in there was $1,000.
Oh, I think you guys were saying something about this because we were saying Mike looks good in all cab driver hats.
Yes, we were. But outside that place, this kid was like, can I show you a magic trick? If it blows your mind, you can give me a tip or whatever like that. Or maybe he didn't ask for a tip. I gave him $10, dude. This kid did the pick a card thing. I picked it. It was a random. I would have said it was like a 10 of clubs or something.
2 of hearts.
All right, Mike never forgot. Sorry.
I love your
Sorry,
guys'-
fact checker.
I love your guys'.
He licks the deck. Remember?
Yeah, he goes, I find out better with my tongue. And he starts licking the whole deck. He fans out. Yeah, it's great. I'm happy I didn't pick another card.
Yeah, I was like, do you use a new deck every time you
And then he
approach
goes,
someone? Or?
He's a water bucket.
And he did the old here's your card, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's not the card. And then he goes, really? And then he starts gagging.
And you're like, oh, God.
And he fucking pulls the 2 of hearts
out of his fucking puke.
You know what? Can I say something, Mike? We could just left it the 10 of clubs. Now I had to think that it wasn't the 10 of clubs.
I think you guys should
And
take
go
your
on the
shirts
thing.
off and fight.
You want to rumble?
Bro, you want to take your shirts off?
My ring's outside.
Let's get
You know what's hilarious about?
Let's get Ben in here to riff it.
You know what's hilarious about every drunk Asian businessman is they have control of their limbs. Like, do you remember that game where you press the bottom of a doll and it would just completely go away?
Yes.
Remember those?
Yes.
Like every limb goes
Yeah.
just dead.
Hey,
They
let
have no
go.
control over anything. Gravity doesn't work on an Asian
Dude,
drunk
when I was a waiter, we had a table of 10 Japanese businessmen come in, and it was like a Mexican restaurant in Midtown, which they don't have Mexican food in Japan. So these guys were just going ape shit over everything.
Oh,
they're
doseki!
like taco platters and all this stuff, but they were getting
Taco Pratters.
I'm sorry, I pronounced it wrong. They were getting hammered and just going through just margarita after margarita, and then you just saw them slowly just start getting super energetic and be like, America! And by the end, they were just fucking disturbing the entire
Yeah,
restaurant.
this dude last night, you can see they were kicking him out, but he fucking hugged the guy 11 times. And when he left by himself, clapping, just happy.
Now
Amazing.
There's I'll never know the joy that is inside of a drunken Asian man.
Well, Japanese businessmen, I feel like they're so compressed.
Oh, no, back it up.
Starts on a
Right from the very beginning. Let me see if I can nail it in the character.
like a B flat.
It just sounds like you're drunk with Mr. Miyagi.
You're karaokeing Miyagi
It's
right
just Jay and Miyagi hammered. Is
this how we do this song?
I know she's gone, but I don't think that's any reason to have a teenager come over to your house at this time of night.
Just go to sleep at all.
Daniel-san, put me to bed.
Miyagi, it's me, Big J. Listen,
Snap
now,
out of it, dude.
I enjoy you teaching me the wax on, wax off technique.
You're wearing your scrubs getting home.
Take off of my very itchy khaki pants.
Big J. Big J. I want Daniel-san, watch me show him do a happy dance. Happy dance. Back and forth.
Oh, look at my little old man belly.
Like a Buddha.
I send us so many dick pics tonight.
Daniel-san, tummy kiss. Daniel-san, tummy kiss.
Oh, right on the berry.
Kiss my berry back.
Oh,
Berry.
What kind of art is this? Is this a block?
Is this a headbutt? Are you teaching me a headbutt?
He goes, show me sandy floor.
Show me
kiss the belly.
Show me kiss a berry button. You didn't show me that. He goes, I'll show you now.
You learn yourself.
I just needed a couple in me.
You show me.
You have video of drunk Japanese men falling down escalators?
This guy is hilarious. He just doesn't give up. Look at his limbs. He's got button limbs.
He's going. By the way, we're going to post the video on at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
He's trying to walk down the up.
Yeah, he's walking down the opposite way, and he's just these people are walking by him. He's still not giving up. He's still not giving up.
Almost to home.
In his head right now, he's like, "You say I don't really feel what I want to."
Because he just killed it at karaoke.
You say I rock so all the time.
You going the wrong fucking way.
Where is this?
I can do anything with some money.
He's like, guys, let me walk down the stairs. Oh, some blogger chick with red hair.
He just turns around and hammer punches her clavicle. She loses her half a sandwich.
These are respectful.
I do like a good busybody, though. Jams their face. Yeah, not me. I watched that guy hug that guy last night. Pure spectator. Didn't want to help.
Yeah, you like to watch. You like to watch.
Yeah, look at her. She just won't leave it alone.
So you like, yeah, sir, you're going the busybody.
Yeah,
leave him be. Laugh at him like everybody else for 20 minutes.
No, it's not funny. He's drunk. He's going to get hurt.
He's making his run. I'd say let us wait. You know what?
I lack one thing about my character. I lack remorse or guilty feelings or feel bad
for drunks,
for someone who's fucking obliterated. And I would expect the same for me. I don't get it's like don't draw a dick on his face. He's drunk. If I'm drunk enough where I'm like, what's happening in the world? Then fucking fuck me then.
Yeah,
he could be training for a Japanese game show for all anybody knows.
You could stop yourself from getting that drunk. You can make yourself not be that drunk. Where you're I'm passing out on a train. You could make yourself sure you're not that drunk. I don't feel I feel no.
You haven't drink.
Where someone goes, don't keep laughing at him and taking videos. He's drunk. I'm like, good.
Yeah, but you can't control it.
If you do get drunk, please just learn the Mr. Miyagi song.
Yeah.
Either my point being, I would not be giving this guy any advice.
I'm with you 1,000,000%.
I would tell him to run.
I like that he just grabs him. He's like,
turn around.
I had a pretty hilarious sober mishap last night.
By the way, every other Asian video that comes about suggested is like them doing amazing feats of talent, like standing on like between two walls.
One guy's
split.
The Matrix was based on him.
Yeah, one guy it's a backflip of him running up a tree.
You got to comb the internet for one person because they run the internet. They live in the circuits.
They're made of circuits. Great. Now that's going to be... Oh, wow. This is just a kid holding onto an escalator.
That's actually pretty incredible.
That is pretty incredible.
Yeah, everything else is them being amazing.
All right, this kid's just...
I hope you broke your ankle.
We're going to have to put that up. Now it's just escalator injuries. What a more fun clip. These are people just... you guys, we're gonna post this up.
That's incredible.
I just like everything that goes through.
This is just.
These people doing splits down the escalator. This guy's riding down the middle of it.
That looks fun.
Knights of Columbus, that hurt.
Those are sharp stairs.
Jesus and Mary chain, that hurt.
At the Bonfire SXM
machine.
At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter. At the Bonfire SXM on
this
Instagram.
Clown.
Yeah, there you go. Collective soul, his head.
7 Mary 3. That's a hard head.
We haven't taken any call. I want to take one. We got David from Florida. He's got a story about a drunk Asian cop.
Yeah, do it. What's up, David?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going
buddy?
On? Man, so this story, he wasn't really drunk, man.
Why'd you call us in?
But it's just as good. It's just as good.
All right, you better be high.
Messed out. Hey, he was all messed out, dude. He thought people were trying to kill him.
Messed out?
I was walking down Wilshire Boulevard, and he jumped out of a taxi and ran into the stairwell and fell down like 3 flights of stairs, man. And the taxi driver was trying to get him, you know. So I went over there. I was like, hey, man, what's wrong with that guy over there, bro? He's like, he thinks he's crazy, bro. And so I talked him down. I said, hey, Asian, come here, man. Hey, Chino. I called him Chino. That was what we call him in L.A., you know?
Yeah.
And, came over there, and he's like, someone tried to kill me. They went through the club. They're killing me. I was like, no, man, nobody's trying to kill you, bro.
What if
all right, man? Calm down. Just trying.
What were you going to say, David?
Yeah, I was telling him to calm down, man. So anyways, You know, he's like, you know, I said, where do you live, bro? So I wanted to do a good deed, you know. So I walked him all the way home, man. The guy lived in Mid-City. And so anyways, I took him home and got him home safe. And, man, that Asian dude was so cool. He was so grateful, bro. He was like, man, you saved my life tonight.
Did he explain to you, David, with what the fuck was going on with someone? What if the people actually were trying to kill him like it was the Golden Child?
Did he put his soul into yours, or was that just the beginning of Ninja 3 The Domination?
Got it. So you actually helped an old 1,000-year-old Asian man who actually was running from a dark spirit.
So ever since that day, I've never gotten sick. That was like, 23 years ago.
He's like, bro, I'm telling you this right now. I can catch swords. You throw a sword at me.
That's a good one, David. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks for the call, brother.
So that's what it is. If you help an old Asian man, he'll be grateful. That's
I know,
like,
you live forever.
That's an old Soder family saying.
I know we don't have a lot of time.
Help an Asian man.
I hate that we're going to do this right now, but there's a video.
Why are you doing this?
That you have to see, because this thing brought me.
What is it?
So far, it's brought me hours of laughter.
It's the last 5 minutes.
It's the last 5 minutes, but we'll put this video up on the thing. Woman jumps out of moving car.
Oh, this was amazing.
On YouTube, I showed
this. Was so funny.
Dude, this is a white trash couple fighting in a car.
Yes.
The girl's hammered. She's
okay.
She's like, stop the car. I'm getting out. He's like, no, I'm taking you home. Like I said I was going to do. And she goes, stop the fucking car. And she goes, he's like, you going to get out? It sounds very kind of Philly accent, but I don't know if it is. And that's not it.
No, this isn't the video.
That's not it. Help him find it, Mikey.
Put out a cigarette on Jacob.
I don't remember what was it.
Don't get too close to him, though, because he's diseased.
It's just very dark, and it's like a minute and a half. It's like, you going to get out?
YouTube.
YouTube
instead of Google, use YouTube.
Oh, dude.
Is he going to get out?
Hold on real quick. Yeah. The inevitable Fenoya-Jacob rivalry that will brew on this show.
Oh, it's going to be.
Can I just tell you? I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a fucking push-up contest every fucking week.
Dude, I can't wait for that.
While he's looking, I got a new show.
You guys,
it's the third one down. Third one down.
If anybody wants to check it out.
What's your new show?
Finer Things with Mike Fenoya. I'm really excited about it on Kumia Network every Friday.
So pause this.
Are you serious?
It's a great show, yeah. Fenoya's a great podcaster, man. It's always fun to work with him. So yeah, it's I did his pilot episode with him.
Yeah, they loved it. So Finer Things airs Friday at 4 on the Kumia Network.
There you go.
This video.
Hold on, there you go, Jacob.
Yeah. No, stop. I don't want to see her get out yet. I want us to all be surprised, dude. This is the fall.
Okay.
Oh, it's just great.
The fall here is one of the funniest things I've just ever seen in my life.
Oh, you're on video, by the way, so you ain't gonna fucking nail me for fucking good stuff.
Soder. Bogey in the mouth.
For what?
Mom jeans.
Get out, please.
That fucking Kmart jacket.
Keds.
What? Wait, what the fuck?
Really? What, you wanna fall out? Huh? What are you doing?
Oh, dude, that's great.
Why did you do that?
Dude, the kids kicked back.
Shit, why are you stepping out of a vehicle while it's moving?
Never spit out the cigarette.
Tell everybody something now, motherfucker.
Just her belief.
Oh, that's so
Soder, her belief that was going to possibly work. Just scraping her feet on the ground and then just getting dragged out like that half-ass. It hurts a lot. But just you cannot, your body is still moving, the ground is not, there's no way to fight, there's no science to defeat that ever.
Yep. I would have loved to have seen her try to walk it off when she first got up, like, ow, ow. She's just hammered, she's like, it hurts, here it is again.
Isn't that great, just like,
here it goes.
Get out, please.
I'm taking you home.
She's talking through the cigarette.
It's why I love.
There it is. And
she's feeling it out.
Feet are scraping.
Just the way she goes,
what are you doing?
Head is one of my favorite things ever.
She falls like a punter faking a fucking kicker.
Or when little kids just lay on their backs and let their legs roll around.
Totally.
Wee! It looks like she went wee.
Yeah, she kept the butt in her mouth the whole time.
Yeah, Jacob's right. Fenoya said it too. She doesn't lose her cigarette.
Oh, that's why I showed you that in the beginning, man. She's got a bogey and never loses it.
But I like you could hear. Wait, let's pause it, Jacob. You got to hear the sounds of the scrapes as she's back up a little bit.
Yeah, those are her.
You hear her pro kids.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. You could, her discount sneakers scraping
the car. Where she's like, "Can I possibly do this?"
Her LA gears.
And you just hear that thud you hear is her body and head. Because then he stops the car immediately and she clunks her head on the car door.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck the fucking car.
For what?
So I can get out, please.
How about distracted
I'm taking you home. Like you're supposed to go.
About that.
Really?
Driving a Dodge Charger.
You want to fall out? Huh? You dumb fucking bitch. What are you doing? Why did you do that?
He doesn't pause it. He doesn't even have a moment of like, my God, are you okay? He follows her down to make sure she's okay legally, I think. But he's like, but right away, her feet are still on the swing back. Where he goes, you dumb fucking bitch. Look how fast he gets to that.
That is anger. That's anger at a real thing.
Dude, we get so few like chest hurts from laughing, like things in our life anymore, dude. This man's
yeah.
No, back. You got to put up with the volume.
Back it up again.
Back it up with the volume. You dumb fucking bitch.
Really? What, you want to fall out? Huh? You dumb fucking bitch. What are you doing?
God damn it, that is so funny.
What are you doing? That is a what are you doing that you can only earn after 8 months of hating a person and still staying in a relationship with them? Where you're like, what are you doing? Like, you know what you're doing.
That's like a whisper scream.
You dumb fucking bitch, through your teeth. What the fuck are you doing?
Dude, it's so worth it.
Wow.
White trash domestics are the funniest thing in the world.
It's the best thing. It really is.
Everyone goes, you want to be proud of the show Cops? Why? Because they figured out the simplest thing in the world. People want to see white trash have domestics.
Yeah. And then they want to watch. They want to watch people apologize after being violent towards their.
You just cruise the vicinity of a Walmart at 3 a.m.
You didn't. Your hands are completely scraped up and ripped up, and her teeth are a mess. He's like, "Yeah, I work."
Or dumpster.
Yeah, work.
What happened? Well, they always just go, "What happened?"
I ain't like you city folk counting money all your life.
Don't work.
What does she say?
I don't know. She says stuff.
No, I've only been home 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just got home. He's got a cigarette and his shirt's off.
He's been home 5 minutes. They always have to go in there and like mush his face to wake him up on the couch. He's already asleep. He's asleep with a cigarette.
I was watching you guys, actually. I was watching Cops. Kind of ironic you woke me up.
My cousin's episode was on.
It's like first time, long time.
Mikey Fenoya, always fucking fun to have you.
Listen to his new show.
The Finer Things
on Kumia Network, and I'm going to be in at Crackers with Ari this weekend.
That's awesome. Go see them in Indianapolis. At Broad Ripple or Indy?
Broad Ripple.
Go see him at Crackers Broad Ripple. Ari Shafir with Mike Fenoya. I'm at Dan Soder on Twitter and Instagram, and I will be at Laughs in Kirkland this weekend. Get tickets Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
He's not drinking, so don't try.
But I do smoke pot. Wink, nudge.
Wink,
Please
bring it, because I have to fly there.
Please.
Big J Oakerson on Twitter, bigjcomedy.com for all my dates. I got this weekend, Providence, Rhode Island. Campers,
Boom.
come out, please. So we need you to show up and let's pack these 3. I think I'm doing 3 shows, so Friday and Saturday.
There you go.
One Friday, 2 Saturday, I believe. And let's fill them up. Let's have a fucking blast. Show your Bonfire love.
At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, at the Bonfire SXM on Instagram and Snapchat. Thank you for listening. We want to give all of you belly kisses, but we can't because that's a
berry kiss. Berry.
Kiss the berry.
Crackle, crackle.